Are you looking for the best gaming handheld? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best gaming handheld on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Backbone 1. We were inspired to write this post because most of the other handheld gaming console lists we came across included iPhones, which we think is misleading. Reducing a smartphone like Apple to a handheld game console is demeaning because it is definitely more. Instead, for those that already have an iPhone they want to use for gaming, we recommend using it with Backbone 1. Backbone 1 connects to iPhones through the Lightning port and turns your smartphone into a gaming console. It is compatible with the latest iPhones including the 14 series, 13 Pro, and 13 Pro Max models. The Backbone app doubles as a hub for games and has interesting features like screen record and connecting with friends. It can also be integrated with the PS Remote Play app because it was built with PlayStation. Backbone 1 also makes game streaming from different cloud gaming services possible. However, you will need to pay monthly to use the app, and that fee can accumulate and become really expensive over time. It is important to also mention that to use the PS Remote Play, you need a solid internet connection. Without that, you will get a terrible experience. Number 2. Cintiq RG552 Handheld Game Console. Real gamers know that playing Android games on mobile phones is the least convenient. If you are thinking of getting a dedicated Android handheld game console for playing your games, Cintiq RG552 will make a great choice. At less than $200. It is fairly affordable and you will get both Android and Linux OS. Interestingly, it can be used for more than just gaming because it is also compatible with popular Android apps like YouTube, TikTok, and so on. Although it comes with 64 GB of storage, it can be expanded with a TF card. Besides the console, another thing that caught our attention is the 12-month after-sale support. The area where we had an issue with this device was durability. Things may start to fall apart one after another. However, the speed at which that will happen will depend on how well you use the device. If you ever run out of juice, you will be glad that it supports 30 watts fast charging. Number 3. AI Neo Air OLED. Powered by 6 cores 12 threads AMD Ryzen 5 processor. This Windows handheld game console silenced a lot of critics when it was released. The gameplay performance is exceptionally smooth across multiple games. Although the OLED screen is not as large as the Steam Deck, it shines with a high resolution that guarantees 60 frames in most games. In terms of connectivity, gamers are presented with the latest in the industry including Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, and 2x USB-C slots. The audio quality is great too, but you can switch to wired or wireless headphones when you are playing in a noisy environment, thanks to its 3.5mm audio interface. The controls and joysticks are tactile and easy to change. Due to its lightweight and compact design, you can tuck AI Neo Air into your pocket, just like any other smartphone. It adds fancy RGB lights around the joysticks which can be customized in different ways. What would likely be the biggest setback for those planning to get this device is the mammoth price tag and the poor battery life. Number 4. Logitech G Cloud Handheld Gaming PC. When it comes to cloud gaming, Logitech G Cloud Handheld Gaming Console is the clear leader. It allows you to play AAA games using multiple cloud gaming services like Xbox Game Pass and GeForce Now. Users can also enjoy games via remote play. Unlike most handheld game devices, Logitech G Cloud is lightweight, which means you can play for hours without feeling like you are holding on to a dumbbell. Another standout feature of this handheld gaming device is the linear haptic feedback offered by the control. Although not the latest, Its Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.1 can guarantee uninterrupted connectivity. What caught our attention the most was its massive battery that offers up to 12 hours of gaming. It should be a norm for handheld game devices to have large batteries, considering the fact that they are mostly used on the go. The biggest setback we found with this device is that it needs strong internet, at least 64 Mbps. Access to work well when streaming games from Xbox Pass. In the absence of good internet, the gameplay will be buggy. However, it appears the device is still under development. Hopefully, the internet issue would be fixed. Number 5. RG353V Handheld Game Console. If what you need is a handheld game device that supports different platforms including PSP, DC, GBA, WSC, NDS, PS1, and much more, this should be an easy pick. It comes with dual OS, namely Android 11 and Linux. When you switch to the Android OS, you can do more than just play games. It can become an all-round entertainment system with multiple functions including listening to music and watching TV on the go. In terms of connectivity, RG353V Handheld Game Console is also packed. It has 5G compatibility, can connect to Wi-Fi, comes with Bluetooth 4.2, supports cloud gaming through Moonlight streaming, and the icing is the inclusion of a HDMI port. With this, you can connect your game to a TV or a computer monitor and enjoy a larger display. When projecting onto a television, connect a controller to the game using Bluetooth. Games can be downloaded and installed on the device at less than $200. This is definitely a great pick for gamers on a tight budget. Most of the negative reviews on this product have centered around missing parts and durability. That seems to be an issue with quality control. However, when everything is okay, it is super irresistible. Number 6. Steam Deck. Valve's Steam Deck is arguably one of the most popular handheld game consoles on the market, and its popularity is linked to Valve's large game library. It runs on the proprietary SteamOS, which combines with a massive 16 GB RAM to offer gamers the opportunity of playing AAA titles in the palm of their hands. Just like Switch, Steam Deck can be projected onto a television for a bigger display that will feel like playing a regular console. The display is clear and the memory is expandable, which is good news for gamers with a large collection of games in their catalog. A recent update offered local network game transfer that made it easier for gamers to transfer games from their PC to Steam Deck without an internet connection. Arguably the biggest drawbacks to owning a Steam Deck are the huge price and poor battery life. In addition to that, using a Steam Deck can get a little technical, with some games requiring special configurations to work seamlessly. This can be a serious pain point for younger users. Number 7. Nintendo Switch OLED. Did you know that the recently released Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom sold over 10 million copies in the first 3 days? Even more interesting is that it was a Switch-exclusive release. The previous installment sold about 30 million copies. That tells you the size of the fanbase of this handheld game console. So, what did Nintendo Switch do differently that has made it the standout handheld game device? Firstly, it has one of the largest screens in the handheld game console category. Also, it comes with a docking station that allows you to connect the Switch to your television. It has internet access, which can come in handy for expanding your game library. This handheld game console can be used in 3 different modes, namely the TV mode, the tabletop mode, and handheld mode. Arguably the most fascinating feature of the Switch is that up to 8 consoles can be linked locally for multiplayer gameplay. The only shortfall we found with Nintendo Switch is that you will be mostly restricted to playing Nintendo games. Although they have a large library, a time may come when a change becomes inevitable. Also, it is slightly too big to be carried around with ease.